Can you see in the distance all the red indicators? Well, that is where the poor people live. There's not a single school, there's no electricity, there's no water, there's no healthcare, there's no garbage. Well, there's a lot of garbage piling up in these houses. There's no fire stations, there's no police, there's no transportation, there's no parks, there's no internet. I think you get the deal. But today we're going to change that. Not here in this part, but right here on this beautiful island, connected with a beautiful bridge over to the not so beautiful. It's industry, crammed under highways, but this island is going to be different. It's going to be luxurious. It's going to have all the services, not like the peasants over there. So let's get it started. First, this is not good terrain to build on, so we terraform. I want to keep this tunnel. Oh, and before we can do that, I need to buy it. And good thing we are making a shit ton of money because, well, we have no expenses. Look at our service costs. It's roads and that's it. Therefore, we have no problem buying it. And we will get 6 tiles of a cost of 160,000, which is basically doubling the expenses we currently have. Purchase. This brand new island is bought. I know there's a highway and it might be loud. We can fix it though with sound barriers, which we will install very, very soon. But first, terraforming. Let's get a good area flat so we can build here. It will be an area of multiple terraces that I'm going to build on. It might look very ugly right now. I hope that it won't be very, very soon. Just like that, we have the first terrace. Then I want to go on top of the hill, make another terrace, just like this. We will smooth it out very, very soon. No worries. Then there will be another like medium level right on the side as well as here. And the last part here could be a golf course, could become a park. We will see. Next up, soften the terrain. Let's get back and stretch out the terrain a bit so it looks a bit more acceptable, but still keeping the area we can build on. Let's quickly go around the coastline. This doesn't look too bad. Now it's up to the next level, just so people don't just fall off and die immediately. I'm quickly going to smooth all the terraces and then I'll be right back. I smoothed out all the terraces where it was needed. Some remain steep. Next up, we need to make sure that we have a road layout. For that, I have a somewhat interesting idea. I'm not sure if it will work, but I'm going to try. And it's going to consist of a lot of one-way streets. A highway off-ramp right here. And then with the continuous tool, also keeping in mind the contour lines, circling one time around the entire mountain and then coming back into the highway. This is how it looks. I think quite interesting. And it will be the same, just the other way around. If you arrive in the city, you come from the highway. You can move in here and then get distributed from that road. Or if you want to leave, you can, but just leaving again. It's not like you're a peasant over there that cannot travel and has no services. Let's get it done here as well. Nice off-ramp and then taking it around and it runs back into the highway. This is the road layout. Of course, this doesn't serve the entire island yet. We need a way to switch between these. And for that, my idea is to run a street over the top here with some ramps. It didn't work out fully as intended, but that's also fine. At least there's some kind of ramp. And here, there can be an alleyway running along the lines as well. Just like that. Kind of a closed gated community. Next up, we need to create connections to some of our other terraces. We have this one. It will also have an alleyway running alongside it. Just like that. And then another ramp. We know the drill now. Sadly, it only worked a bit scuffed, but that's fine because I'm going to add a roundabout here anyway with a nice tree. And on these ends here as well. That already looks quite nice. Same thing here. Then we have another road going to the terrace down here. Works well. This alley will hug the mountain right here and then just run around here along the last terrace. And then maybe we can fit in a bridge right here. I guess it's somewhat interesting. And with that, all the needed road layout is built. Here under the highway, I think is the least desirable location. Therefore, I am going to fill it with the services that the rest of the city is actually lacking. Let's just do it like that. First things first, we need police. Small police station is fine. Right under the bridge, currently has 0 employees, now 1. And all these cars leaving, but the problem is they are leaving to the city all the way over there. We don't want that happen. So a district it is, all the way around here. Please let me know if you have a good name for it. Until then, Epstein's Island it is. Let's go. Then get this station only operating here, and it is already complaining about things. You want electricity? Okay, we can not really, well, we could generate, but I don't think it actually looks nice. So we're just going to import with the transformer station right here, and then cables running underground to import electricity. Now we're importing. Next up, sewage and water. Water towers, no problem here. Done. And sewage actually is an issue. Maybe we can dump it somewhere over here, but that would mean buying tiles, and 6 tiles to be exact, costing another 150,000 per month. Oh no, actually just 20,000 a month. Yeah, we can spare that. Let's dump all the poop of this island all the way over here. So I'm going to build out the terrain a bit. Then there will be the sewage outlet right here, but not connected to the sewage up here, but to the sewage right here, and it should be running. Usage 1%. Perfect. What a nice place to dump all the poop from the beautiful island over here. Very well. Next up, waiting for an ambulance. We can do something about that. Get in a small medical clinic right next to the police station. Quickly assign just the operating district, and very soon this ambulance will go here and clear it up. Nice. Let's try to get in some housing. It will be a place where many people want to live. That means high density, and we need parks. Let's unlock a ton of stuff. Parking we need, roundabouts we need, electricity we don't need, water treatment no, crematorium we need, recycling center we need, education we need, but I don't think we have really much space for it, so this might be a problem. Let's unlock it anyway. Fire stations, small one is sufficient, same with police. Though a city hall we could use. Public transport, no use in that. Park maintenance, maybe. And then of course large parks and sports parks. Maybe even get tourist attractions. Oh, we don't have any more points. Oh well, then it's just going to be the post sorting facility, so these guys can send their letters. A lot of things to put down. Let's start with a nice park. Right here, it fits perfectly. The Hedge Park. What a great look over this amazing city with, well, just a few icons. Why are there people walking around? Moving away? From where? Also, how did these homeless people get here so quick? Damn. Next up, we still have good budget. Let's continue with the services. We have a hospital now. We need recycling, but this is just crazy big. So I'm thinking it could go here and then they just drive over there. Let's get another tile. Quickly pop in another street. Then we get a recycling center right here, but you will only be assigned to the island. You're not allowed to go anywhere else. And let's check if this works. We have some garbage trucks leaving. Let's see where they will go. After garbage, death care. The crematorium is also quite big, but I think it can be managed on the island right here. And we really see that we are making a dent in our budget. Oh no, a tornado just hit the city. Just too bad that we don't have any stations to fix it. At least not over there. But on this island, let's add a firehouse. Or I guess an urban fire station is smaller. Yeah, we can fit it in. And you see, there's here a garbage truck. You won't find that over there. So nice. Let's get in some housing so we get people in here. We don't really have high density demand right now, but we can at least start with some things. Also put in a mansion. That's nice. Just so we get our first people moving in here. I think the density will be increased later anyway, but for now, this is what we have. We're getting our first people to move in. I think this is the first person. Smith family. They are poor, but I guess it's just that they're still poor. Let's follow them around. And he already has a job. That's nice. On the other side, I'm quickly going to add... Wait, are we building American or European? Or both? Let's build American, because capitalism, yeah. Some commercial, some offices, and maybe a bit more commercial. Just so I hope soon we get some more high density demand. I really want some skyscrapers up here. And I also want more revenue. Now we have people that are moving in. Some accidents here. That's okay. I wonder if I can do anything about these people. These are people that are moving out from over there. And I'm not really sure what I can do about them. It's just so many. Now with the first people moving in here. And the taxi's leaving again. 40 people live on the island so far. And I hope that we can increase that soon. I realized we don't have any of the high density buildings unlocked yet. But we're just missing 2 levels or milestones. Next up we get high density business. And then high density offices. But for now, it's all low density. There aren't any schools yet. Somehow, since building this island, there's another issue. we are losing citizens, and we are losing them fast, which is the first time since this ever happened. And I'm somewhat afraid it is because I just built these services and now people somehow realize that they don't have it. So maybe this is only an indicator of the game that you should build it, but it won't actually penalize you unless you build them and then they are not covered. I can't guarantee that that is actually what is happening here, but I think it is. But then sometimes it's growing again. I'm just really confused. At least these businesses over here are operating with a somewhat good efficiency, of course employee happiness, and for some reason network quality is what they are complaining about. But oh well, let's get some policies into place. I want it to be a gated community. Maybe this stops people from walking through my neighborhood. Yeah, that's basically all. For now, let's temporarily zone also the top here with low density housing. I just really want people to live here and enjoy the luxuries. Otherwise, I mean, why did we build it in the first place? Let's get in all of these homes and see what they develop here. Do you see this beautiful skyline over there? Oh well, damn, what a pity. The people that live here are somewhat happy. They complain about internet and noise pollution. Let's fix noise pollution. With sound barriers, let's get them in. Oh, apparently I cannot build them on bridges. And also over here, maybe this helps. Now they are happy and you want internet service. That is something I can provide with a radio mast just right here on the hill. That should make you happy. Yeah, now everyone's happy. Very happy indeed. That's great. But still I see the issue that people are leaving. We now have 180 residents on the island, which is fine. And I think it actually looks nice. For sure we want skyscrapers here, but I'm kind of worried that everyone here will leave, which will not leave us with any money left to finance this island over here. If my inhabitants drop below, I mean like 27,000, I might need to fix that issue first. Next, I would really love to provide education for my people, and I'm going to do so with a small elementary school down here in the service district, making sure that only people from the island can attend. And sadly, gymnasium is too big to build, but that's fine. Let's take a look at our service costs. Remember, they are now all the service costs for the island. Healthcare we can halve. Garbage we can halve, or like maybe 75%. Education we can 75%. Police 75%. Parks is fine. Communications 80%. Remember, they are just serving like what now, 180 people, so this shouldn't hurt the island at all, but it should save some cost. Imagine you're one of the like 9 children in the school. Damn, you're lucky. Actually, I'm just realizing most of the people on this island are poorly educated. That means we should add a small high school. I don't really have much space right now, so I will be adding it down here. I think this is temporary, but let's get people educated. I'm wondering one thing. I guess I'm wondering many things, but we have a birth rate, right? If we just cut all the connections to the outside, people probably couldn't leave anymore, right? If people continue leaving, I will just do it, kind of Berlin Wall style. Oh man, I'm really worried. It's just a giant exodus of people walking through here that are all like homeless, unemployed, and just leaving the city. You are wealthy. Why are you moving away? That's very sad to see. But at least they get to see what a great city looks like with all the services. In the meantime, maybe some parking spaces. I mean, why not? If anyone wants, you can park your car here. And then there are more businesses as well as some homes. Now I really want to get this upgrade to get the high density. I'm missing like 500 XP. I'm not sure what I can build for 500 XP. I think, yeah, a park gives 50. This park also gives 50. Let's just spam them down and delete until we get the next level. It's costing a tiny bit of money, but like really not much in the grand scheme of things. And now we're just missing 7 XP. Put one park here to leave. Oh no, I was wrong. We're missing still 1,000. So we continue. Yay! We did a good way to get an achievement. Let's get rid of those. We leave the one that we have. And now it's going to be increased density for commercial buildings right here. Let's hope they move in. Yeah, and they really want to get here, so we do more of it, and even more here at the entrance. Let's get these all rezoned to high density. That should really improve the productivity we have. Oh, and they're going to be big. Nice. And also more jobs. There's now almost 1,000 people that can work here, but only 100 live here. Hopefully this will soon lead to some higher density in other areas as well. Damn, this gives the entire thing a totally different look. Also, apparently it's just that more people are dying than moving away. And the stats say that our city is growing, but obviously it's not. It's just something really weird is going on here. But I don't blame you. We have crazy demand for offices. Or not offices, commercial. Therefore, I'm going to zone more commercial. Also rezoning some offices in the process. But now this is all high density. I guess that's a major improvement. Watch all these cranes. Some of them are quite tall, yeah? Now these people are again complaining about lack of high skill labor. The problem is, it's just 23 people attending this high school. And these are missing educated jobs, which the high school creates. Yeah, that's somewhat an issue. What I really don't understand, these people here are rich. So that means they're poor. And they have everything. But they're poor, right? They can go to school, like, they have everything. If we go over here, these people are wealthy and they upgrade their house. They even get happiness plus for wealth. Why? How? How is this possible? It really makes no sense. I think we really need to do something to speed things up. I'm not sure what, but I am already recording for 2 hours and this island looks interesting now. And I really like the view from here. I'm going to think about it and in the meantime build some pathways to make this entire thing more walkable. Now with the paths done, we got a new signature building. I wonder for what? When do you get it? I don't know, but I'm sure we can find a nice place for it right here. Over these offices. It kind of destroys the terrain a bit, but that's fine. And many people can move in here and live here. This will be crazy, like 50% of my island. We have 300 inhabitants right now. 50% are going to live here in this one single house. Kind of funny. And this also increases the usage of our schools. Up to 70 people are now here. Also, I don't get why they are waiting for an ambulance when there's like 2 medical clinics just around the corner. But special buildings is actually a good idea. I want to get the Polaris suites here, which are already built somewhere. I think these are the Polaris suites. Yeah. There's 170 people waiting for ambulance, 160 for hers. Let's delete it and then move it over here, get it in right next to the park. What a nice building, and they have the best view for sure. Now tons of people again can move here into our island, and we have another beautiful building. A tornado hitting the bridge. I don't think it can be destroyed. A lot of people are moving in and we have continuing demand for commercial, so why not convert some of the commercial here into high density like this. Bam, and let's see what grows here. This city really looks normal in the cinematic mode. Like, yeah, there's nothing wrong here. Bam, great thriving city. It's just a joke. Back at the island, buildings are upgrading and looking quite good, to be honest. I have one idea. Let's just add a farm, because why not? Small area, but I don't think that's a problem. And maybe we can even just like extend it into the ocean, and then it's kind of like a fish farm, maybe. And it should work quite well because it employs uneducated personnel. Now it just turned dark, but sun is still here. That's because of winter. Population wise, we seem to be hovering around 29,000. It's still so weird because the arrow is always pointing down. Oh, and we got an abandoned home right here, but it's instantly rebuilt. At least money is looking somewhat fine. We're spending 400,000 on the city and 0 on this entire city over here. Oh, we're getting medium density demand for the first time in a very, very long time. That's great because we can now build row housing and really get in some higher density in this area. That's actually really, really nice. I mean, it's really dark right now, but these houses look great. I just love the row houses, and this here is a mixed-use commercial building. Now also we can plant some trees. Just right here in that area. Maybe on that entire part of the ring. Get all of them in. Some pine trees. Spread them around. I like some oak. And then of course some bushes and some wildflowers. This already gives the entire area such a different feel. And the front part here is basically finished with that. Because it's medium density, it looks kind of nice. There are a few shopping opportunities that are low density, that's fine. And the other side is then just brutally high density commercial. I'm going to get in some medium density here instead of these offices, just so more people can move in and enjoy the luxury of living on an island with actual services. I think these one-way streets might be causing issues because there are houses here that are waiting for an ambulance and they're not getting one, even though these here are just being dispatched. Oh no, they can reach it. Yeah, and they just pick them up. Just for some reason they don't really like to go here much, but that's fine as well. We can do some custom lots here at the houses, just filling in some of these areas. With that, we have now 1,400 people living on this island. 10 times the amount we had here in the beginning. Schools are filling up, even though they're also not reached by the ambulance. For some reason, I mean, there's no vehicles in use, they have patient space, and literally the building next door is waiting for people being picked up by the ambulance. That's an issue I'll try to fix now. One idea, it could be the type of street that is causing the issue, which apparently it is not. It could be the services, but healthcare is up to 100%. Education we can put back up to 100%. I'm gonna put back the alleyway. Next, it could be an issue of pathfinding, or I guess I'm going to try by simply placing it. I mean, let's just put it here, and I still don't see ambulances being dispatched to it. Now there's ambulances leaving. Let's see if they're going here. Nope, they're going somewhere else. Just to some buildings across the street. Another one going past. Somehow they don't want to go to the elementary school, even though it's in the operating district. Maybe I remove the operating district, but I think that just means that they go somewhere totally different in the city, which is of course not what I want to have. This doesn't solve it. Nope, also not coming. I could try a different clinic, so I'm going to do that. Remove these ones and go for a medical clinic. It's way bigger in size and it just goes where the school once was. I was too late selecting the operating district, so I have to wait for a couple minutes until all of these come back. They are now going somewhere. That's actually kind of funny. They're searching for their patient, like one specific one, because I forgot for a second to put on the district. Which house are you going to? You picked up this one guy and everyone else you don't care. Ooh, the island looks very nice from space. It's the only place with sun. And now with the demand, we can get in some medium density right here along the main street, so we can house more citizens. Now a lot of people are complaining about the ambulance. I'm actually going to upgrade it for more vehicles. And there was just a traffic accident with a car flying down here to the farm. These medium density homes are filling in quite well. Let's get more of them. Specifically here in this middle area, I really want them to fill up this area because it's on the hill, it has the great view. It makes sense that there is higher density right here. And now they're taking their time building and abandoning the old homes. While it looks like our population is constant, it is only because the population on this island is growing like crazy and people in this part of the city are leaving like crazy. I'm going to try to prevent that in the next episode. Somewhat slowly the ambulance situation is solving itself, at least here. It's just now one person waiting for the ambulance. In the high school there's still the same issue. I really don't get it, but oh well. Oh, and there's a fire, which is a problem because we don't have a firehouse yet. Urban firehouse, we'll get it right in here. Select the district and let's watch it fight a fire. It's coming right up and it's done. Nice. This is now the status of our island. We're still making profit. We have a nice view. It's even more interesting at the right time of the day. The backdrop really looks like a nice skyline, but I mean, we now know at the end of the video it looks like this. That's it for the video. Next episode I'll try to stop them from leaving. Let me know if you have any ideas. Happy gaming.